Welcome guys to a brand new video on Wuthering Waves. Now I want to talk about the characters we've been recently getting that really focus on specific negative status elements, and they technically want their best in slot character so that they can deal better damage or have better rotation. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about the whole Spectral Frazzle, Error Erosion, and all the future negative status elements that will be happening. And honestly, I wish we have proper calculations, or maybe there is calculations out there that shows you the team damage differences between having the best in slot character and not having the best in slot character. For example, with Zany, we have calculations on how different Zany's damage is without Phoebe and with Phoebe. However, we don't have the total team damage, because yes, if without Phoebe, your Zany will be dealing significantly less damage. However, that's because Spectra Rover actually does good amount of damage as well, so it actually scales up the total damage your entire team is doing. However, I don't really have a good way or a place to see the total team damage, the difference between those teams, to see how really important it is to have the best in slot character. Because if it is over like 20% increase in total teams, well, 25, or actually no, if it's over 25% increase in total teams damage, if you have the best in slot, I will have a massive problem with it, okay? Because I feel like trying to force the specific stuff is kind of annoying, okay? I already made a video talking about the whole negative status elements and how in the future it's going to get annoying, but so far, I'm not really liking it as well, and I'm really hoping in the future they can release 4-star characters that can actually sync well with all those future negative status elements, characters and team play. Now, the reason why I want to talk about it is because I really want to know how important Ciaccona is with Cartethyia, okay? Cartethyia is coming out very soon. Ciaccona's banner is about to leave. I need to be able to tell people right now, is Ciaccona a must-have for Cartethyia? Okay, I've watched multiple videos trying to understand the situation, because with Zany, I'm not going to lie, I will say Phoebe is a must-have for Zany. Do not pull Zany, I would say. Do not pull Zany if you do not have Phoebe. It's as simple as that. Pull Phoebe. You can use Phoebe better for supportive and DPS. Phoebe will be the main one to go for. Skip Zany. Now, is that going to be the same thing with Cartethyia? Okay, I don't know. I saw multiple videos. I saw people saying it's a 30% damage increase. I saw people saying you don't necessarily need Ciaccona, actually. Of course, this kind of links into leaks, and of course many people don't want to release leaks, but even when the character gets released, we don't have the full information. I still don't know how much difference it is with Phoebe and Zany and Rover and Zany. How much total team damage difference is there? I wish there is a way to find out, and if you guys know of a way to literally find this answer, let me know down in the comment section, because I want to make videos in the future detailing how important it is to have the best in slot. And I ain't gonna lie, I saw the team, how the rotations without having Phoebe and Zany, and hell no, it's as simple as that. I will never play Zany if I don't have Phoebe. It was so bad. The quick swapping, it's just a little bit more technical. You actually have to focus really hard. Hell the fuck no. I want to enjoy playing Wuwa. I want to enjoy playing Zany. I do not want to be thinking hard about how to use her rotations to enjoy the character. With Zany and Phoebe, it is so easy, okay? It's so easy. Zany, Phoebe, the rotations are so easy. I am a terrible gamer, okay? And as much as everyone wants to pretend that they are a very good gamer, you suck, okay? Only about 10% of you guys actually are good gamers and can actively do all the amazing rotations, okay? Not everyone is sitting in Wuwa trying to master a character's rotation 24/7, okay? So when it comes to mastering a character, the easier it is, honestly, the better. Just like why people don't want to use Calcharo, because you do need to be able to use his death messenger, whatever that shit is called. You need to use it actively, you need to use it properly. It's just too restrictive. It is so annoying. Or if you don't do that specific rotation, you lose out on a specific amount of damage, or your team damage just scales off the roof, okay? It not scale off, it just drops down, okay? And is that the same with Phoebe and not Phoebe, with Zany and Rover? I saw the gameplay rotations. That seems like hell, okay? I feel bad for anyone who's trying to, okay, if you really like Zany, then you would of course put a lot of effort into mastering how to use Zany and Rover if you didn't have enough resources to get Phoebe. That is true. However, I don't want to continuously, and I really would not want it to be a continuous thing for everyone to do, okay, where they have to, oh, this character needs a specific rotation, or it's just not as good because you are not able to get enough of the spectral frazzle being stacked onto the enemy. It just sucks. And now again, is this going to be the same situation with Cartethyia? I want to know, because if that's how it's going to be in the future as well, I will be very, very annoyed, okay? I did summon for Ciaccona because I wanted Cartethyia to be good, but that's because I knew Cartethyia's gameplay was actually quite good, okay? I really liked her gameplay. However, if it is going to be something like they do for the future negative status elements continuously, they don't give us any 4-star character, I will actually not be happy about that. Now, I know many people don't want to say this, okay? It is not a good decision to release a specific new way of dealing damage and lock it behind, oh, you need to have this 5-star character to truly enjoy using this. I really don't like that idea, and I know many people won't call them out on it because, you know, they are actually a content creator for the game, but I can do that because I am not. I'm not an official content creator. I just play the game, I enjoy it, so I can say whatever I want about the current situation. So let me know down in the comment section if you guys agree or disagree with that. Do you think Ciaccona is going to be a must-have for Cartethyia? Do you think it's going to be a Zany and Phoebe situation all over again? We have to wait and see. Of course, this is pure speculation. I don't have the numbers. Literally, I don't have the numbers, but based on what I've read, it's not looking promising. Of course, I don't want to turn this video into doom posty, but I want to be very cautious moving forward with the new negative status elements that they're trying to introduce, because if it's going to be as annoying as that, then it's going to be so annoying. Okay, I still need to work on Arrow Rover because it's going to be very important, guys. Again, if you guys are going to be pulling for Cartethyia, Arrow Rover is going to be a must in terms of build, so you need to build this character. I need to do that, so give me a second, I will do that. But yeah, in a couple of days we will get the new event or new update, and we have about 4 days basically to pull Ciaccona if you really want to make your Cartethyia hit really nice. This is probably going to be very important for you. I think if you don't have Ciaccona, I think I saw people say that the next best in slot is auto, but there is a specific way you must play. Again, I hate that. I hate that, being forced to play in a specific way just because you don't have the best in slot. Like, how easy is the rotations? Okay, yeah, I hate characters like that, honestly. I prefer the old meta where you can run characters like Carlotta with any of our sub DPSs. Like, Carlotta had of course, Carlotta's best in slot team was with like with Zeshi, but if you didn't have Zeshi, you could literally slot in a couple of other characters. Okay, you could literally slot in what's her name, Sanher. You can swap in Sanher. You can put Bronze, I think, right now. Who else? I mean, right now you can also put Cantarella as well. So again, there's going to be some damage difference and damage loss with, you know, not having the best in slot, but I don't think it's going to be as insane as comparing it with like the negative status elements team. Okay, especially team rotation is extremely important to figuring out if the team rotation is going to be good. So yeah, actually I'm still trying to master Ciaccona's like jump stats. Like this, nope, like this, nope. I'm not doing it right. Did I do it right? I think that's a bit slow, right? I need to master it because I'm pretty sure it's going to be a technique you need to use to like this. Is it? I don't know. Is that fast or is that slow? Let me try again. Is that fast? I think it is faster than doing like the normal attack. So let's try it again. So if we're just doing this and then one, yeah, it's better than just doing this, just basic attack. But how fast is it? Anyways, besides the point. Besides the point. Ciaccona is really good though. But right now I saw people put her in Pride Win like tier 0. I don't really think so. I think like tier 0.5 at the moment. Yeah. If I go over to Pride Win, which they do actually show you the damage difference with Zany, but again, it is only the damage difference, not the overall team damage difference with using that specific team. So let's go ahead and find where's Zany. I'm just gonna have to search it up, I'm blind. Zany, there you go. So if I go over to Zany's calculations, we can see the difference with the damage profile with Zany with Phoebe, Zany with Spectra Rover. But even then, they also include Phoebe's weapon, which I don't really care about. I wish they didn't show us that. Yeah, let's see, gameplay and team. Actually, did they detail? So Zany's kit requires assistance, spectrophrazzle, double intro, DPS rotation. So yeah. Anyways, let me know down in the comment section if you think I'm just chatting out the wazoo. Oh, I saw this website where you can calculate characters' damage, but I don't even know how to use it. I don't even know if this is an accurate thingy. I'm not sure. I just want to know the actual. I mean, people used to listen to Maggie, but I'm pretty sure there's a bit of an issue with her calcs. I saw, but I don't know. I need to know who's the accurate calculation person in Wuwa. In Genshin, one reason why I love playing Genshin when it comes to leaks is there is content creators who would literally tell you, oh, this is the damage difference between having this character, and you have calculations before the character comes out. In Wuwa, we don't necessarily get that. We don't have a content creator that actively does that. In Genshin, I think the guy's like something scientist or stuff like that. Genshin scientist or something like that. He's the one who goes through the calculations, and I do watch his video just to see how, you know, the best and slot for specific characters. I wish we had a content creator in Wuwa sides that can actually do that. Okay, it would be really good, you know, and helpful. But then it kind of links into leaks, and the channel could be in a bit of an issue with the devs. But anyways, besides the point. Let me know down in the comment section if you guys have the calcs. Okay, do you think, or if you guys think Ciaccona is a must-have for Cartethyia? Let me know. Okay, again, I can't answer the question for you guys. I can't answer the question. I'm posing the question out. I want to know the answer, basically. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm out.